Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tyrese Maxey, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Booker, Tyler Hero, Reed Sheppard. In my opinion, he's the next great guard in the Kentucky lineage. Shepard is currently averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists a game on 53% from the field and 52% from the three-point line. And he's blowing up as I've seen him slated as high as number 2 in the most recent CBS mock draft. And what makes Shepard so effective and efficient is his simplicity. And that's why I think his game is going to translate so well to the NBA level. Let's talk about Devin Booker and Tyler Hero specifically real quick. What makes them elite scorers? Consistent and repeatable decision making. For example, if the defense goes under the screen, they're going to shoot. If they can get to their spots on a 1 or 2 dribble pull-up, they do it. And if you can simply just catch and shoot when it's available, they do that. And the same exact things apply to Shepard. So let's start with his catch and shoot ability. Like I said, at the time of recording this video, Shepard is shooting an extremely efficient 52% from the three-point line, and a lot of that is because he takes what the defense gives him on simple catch and shoot jumpers. Obviously, these simplistic plays are extremely transferable to the next level, and they make him a plug-and-play player in any NBA system. And it's repeatable over and over and over again because it's easy. For you current players out there, let me know if this sounds familiar. Start off hot in the game by hitting your first 2, 3, 4 shots. You get super excited and you think you're about to go for 40. Consistently over and over again, you find yourself dropping off as the game goes on. And sometimes you don't even score in the second half at all. Most of the time, it's probably because your buckets are too difficult, whether it's off a bunch of combo moves or you're having to go as fast as you can. When easy catch and shoot shots like Reed Sheppard is mastered, help you save energy. Another thing you're going to notice about Reed Sheppard and elite catch and shoot guys in general is how serious they take their shot preparation. They're down, they're ready, their eyes and hands are ready for the ball before they even shoot. Reed Sheppard's ability to catch and shoot the ball also makes his teammates better. Listen, think unselfishly for a second and understand that if you can shoot the ball at a super high clip off catch and shoot shots, the defense can't leave and they can't help. It means it's going to give your teammates more room to operate and open up a ton of driving lanes. And as you move up in levels, whether it's from high school to college or college to pro, the bodies are only going to get longer and more athletic, which means that recovery time and help defense is so much faster. So if you can shoot the ball and someone has to play either no catch or help defense only 1 foot away from you as opposed to 3 feet away from you, that small 2-foot difference could be the difference in your team getting a bucket or your team not even getting a shot off. So your ability or inability to shoot isn't even just about you. If you can't shoot and it makes it so your defender can help off on your teammates, your inability to shoot the ball is literally ruining your teammates' chances to do anything. So think unselfishly when it comes to shooting as well, and at the end of the day, if you can't hit a catch and shoot jump shot consistently, then you have a lot bigger things to worry about. The next thing we're going to talk about is Reed's ability to score off the dribble. Not just his ability to score off the dribble, the fact that he can play off of limited dribbles, and I want you to pay attention to the fact that most of these buckets are off of pick and roll situations. Now, if in your current basketball situation you aren't in a pick and roll offense, I suggest you go and watch my Jared McCain video where I talk about how he attacks long closeouts in more of a motion style offense. But getting back to Reed Sheppard and how he scores now, obviously the NBA is predominantly ball screen centric, especially for lead and combo guards. So the fact that he's able to get to his spots pretty easily in college whenever the spacing is not as good as NBA spacing is makes me really encouraged for how he's going to be able to do it in the pros. But I think his shot and basketball IQ is what's going to make him different. Let's just keep it a buck. If you're not Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, all these top 1%ers in the NBA, simplicity when it comes to scoring the basketball is what's going to make it so you get on the court, but most importantly, stay on the court. So you can choose to believe this or you can not choose to believe this, but real hoop guys with real hoop knowledge and the people that are probably in charge of your guys' playing time most often than not, or your scholarships more often than not, are much more impressed by your ability to shoot 1 or 2 dribble pull-ups rather than doing a bunch of crazy combo moves into a turnaround jumper or a wild layup. Again, if you're not a top 1% guy and have extreme athleticism or extreme height or some physical trait that makes it to where no matter what the defense does, they can't block you, you need to be able to do things in simplistic ways like Reed Sheppard does. And speaking relatively to the NBA, Reed Sheppard is an athlete, but he's not going to be an extreme athlete that makes it to where he can do whatever he wants out there on the court at any given time. So these type of shots are going to be so important for him. Him not having any extremely special physical traits actually flows perfectly well into his ability to pick his spots on when he's finishing at the basket. What you're going to notice on a lot of his finishes is that they come in transition. Statistically speaking, if you're watching this video, I'm probably not talking to someone that is 6'5" to 7 foot tall, probably in the 5'10" to 6'3" range, which means when you go inside, you're going to be going against people that are longer and taller than you, which makes it harder to finish over. Having said that, Reed Sheppard isn't extremely tall either, and relative to the NBA, he's not super athletic, but I bet he is more athletic than me or you that's watching the video, and he's still using these tricks. Again, he's extremely athletic, and he's still trying to use these little tricks of going at the defense when they're not ready, they're on their heels, or trying to use their leverage against them. That's why in half-court offense, you see him typically pull up for that mid-range jumper. But when he is finishing in the half-court, also has this little go-to hook shot that makes it to where he can get it over the taller defender, so he'll be fine when it comes to doing that in the NBA also. He's special, man. But honestly, what makes him most special is he's a freaking competitor, man. This dude is a defensive monster. As a freshman, he's 13th in the country in steals per game at 2.39. He averages almost a block a game as a guard. I'm not saying he's going to be an elite defender in the NBA, but typically the people that are really good at defense are the ones that try the hardest and the ones that compete. And all this skill development and all this skill training, all this flash and mixtape stuff that's going on, we lose how important of a skill competing is. A lot of you guys don't even think of competing as a skill. For instance, a lot of you guys look up to Michael Jordan or Kobe, but you don't even know why you're looking up to Michael Jordan or Kobe, guys. It's not the turnaround jump shot. It's the fact that they're dogs and that they're going to do whatever it takes to win. I see a lot of that in Reed Sheppard, and that's why when you compare his numbers to other Kentucky greats, he matches up so well, and he's doing all of this in limited minutes off the bench. In my opinion, Reed Sheppard is the next great Kentucky guard. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, though, but thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you soon.